What's up, everybody? This is Round by Round with Derek and Daniel, and today we got something for all you calisthenics athletes out there, and we're going to get into some of the lower body things you could do that aren't necessarily calisthenics, but it pairs very, very nicely. Okay, I believe it's the thing that's going to complete your calisthenics training, and calisthenics training should be the GPP, the general physical preparedness in your training. All right, there's 4 elements that make a good athlete when it comes to training in the gym. All right, and that is going to be your strength, explosiveness, your conditioning, and your GPP. All right, and so today we're gonna talk about GPP, what that is, and really focus on lower body, because we all know, when it comes to calisthenics, first thing that's gonna pop in your head, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, simple things like that. We all know, all the abdominal movements, we all know that, but we're gonna get more into the lower body stuff today. Maybe some things you didn't think of, maybe some things that will hopefully help you just make your training more well-rounded. All right, so to caveat off what I said earlier, I know, if somebody leaves a comment or something, oh, conditioning is GPP, conditioning is general physical preparedness. When I mean conditioning, I mean long steady state conditioning. Your anaerobic stuff, your aerobic stuff, all right? Stuff that's gonna get blood flow, stuff like running, speed rope, swimming, biking, rowing, something you do for a long duration that's not really relative to your sport, but it's gonna get blood flow through your body. That's what I mean by conditioning, heart and lungs and circulation. All right, so this is what I was talking about. Something that you could put into your calisthenics training, especially if you don't have a lot of equipment. You can get yourself a sandbag, all right? And this is a pretty small sandbag. You could go as big as you want. You could get a bag of dog food. You could get a heavy bag. You could get a fitness ball, put water in it. There's so many elements you could do. Go get a bag of mulch, go get a bag of gravel. Just something that's a bag that weighs something, all right? That's the whole point of this, okay? And that right there, the reason why I say a bag and not any other kind of weight implement, we'll get to this in a little bit, is because it's gonna work your body in a very unique way, all right? Because you're having to grip it and it's such an odd object, it's gonna work more muscles, it's gonna be more bang for your buck, and it's gonna be something that calisthenics doesn't really have to offer, right? Picking something heavy up off the floor is something calisthenics can do for you. Even though calisthenics are great, and I love calisthenics, it's part of my most favorite modality of training is calisthenics, even though I'm a heavier guy. But you can't pick nothing up heavy off the floor, and it's very hard to work your lower body. All right, unless you're doing jumps or sprints or something like that. But we are gonna get more done with the lower body with these implements right here. So go ahead, Daniel, pick this up. The way you wanna pick it up is you wanna bear hug it like this. And the reason why I say bear hug it like this is because now you're working your arm muscles. And guess what else you're working? Turn side with me. You're gonna work your upper back muscles as well. You're working all that. And we ain't even started working yet, all right? So you're getting that, and then you're also getting core work too by keeping it upright and not letting it fold forward, especially when it starts getting heavy. Like I said, this is probably only like 30, 40 pounds. It ain't much, but it's better than nothing, all right? So, and it's basic movements, again, man. Everything very, very basic, all right? Nothing fancy here. Squats, all right? I mean, we all know what squats look like. Seat back butt more, or put your butt back more. Squats, jump squats, you could do with these, jump squats. And again, it's gonna be a unique element to your training, all right? Lunges, jumping lunges, walking lunges, reverse lunges, all kinds of lunges you can think of. Good mornings, that's a hip hinge right there. There's not many calisthenics movements that have hip hinges like that, you know what I mean? And this is gonna allow you to work that hip hinge in, which is gonna get your glutes, your hamstrings, all of that stuff, which calisthenics, again, doesn't hit that much of unless you're doing some type of jumps, or something like that. But this is, I think this is a better way to really work in and get repetitions in. Which again, repetitions, getting them good repetitions in is gonna allow for good GPP work to the body. All right. Next thing we got is a T-handle, right? Now all this is T-handle. All it is really a kettlebell, but it's an adjustable kettlebell, and it's like maybe a tenth of the price, all right? If you have plates, that's all you need. Plates, you go to the hardware store, pick up a piece of plumbing pipe, all right? I want to say half-inch pipe, all right? Just take your weight plates and take them to the hardware store and see if what fits best, you know? And you just buy the T part, about a foot piece, and then 2 4-inch pieces, and then the bottom, on the bottom, it's a little plate, all right, to keep the weight from sliding off this main pipe right here, all right. And I say this is probably my favorite thing to pair with calisthenics, because it's working your posterior chain, right? Which calisthenics, again, you cannot work your posterior chain with calisthenics like this can. All right, this can work your posterior chain like nothing else, other than like a deadlift. But again, deadlift, that's more of a strength modality. This right here, this is GPP. You can get high repetitions with this, all right? You can go repetitions of 15, 20, 25 for a lot of sets, all right, without frying out your back or anything, because if it's the momentum of the swing and everything is gonna save your lower back, all right? And I'll demonstrate this. Back up, please. Keep your back flat as you pick it up. Get some momentum. Pop with your hips. Pop through with your hips. Alright. All it is your basic kettlebell swing. But it's much cheaper and you can load it up very, very heavy. I've had this thing loaded up to about 150 pounds. Alright. And you can go heavier. I mean, you could fit 6 25-pound plates and they're not too big to where it's going to hit your legs or anything. So, you know, it's a great thing. If you're doing calisthenics and you're badass at your pull-ups, you're badass at your push-ups, add this in right here, all right? It's gonna complete you. All right, another thing, all right? We discussed sandbags, we discussed the T-handle, something for the lower body. Another thing you could do for your lower body that's also in the GPP, general physical preparedness realm of things, all right? It's very overlooked, and that is sled work, all right? Basic dragging sleds, all right? We did it in football, we did it in other, you know, other sports. You know, a lot of sports, they drag sleds, you know what I mean? It's such a great, great way to get some general physical preparedness, and guess what? You're working your legs. Again, something that, you know, you work your legs, it's
but
gonna
you're
get
morally working everything, right?
Yeah,
you're working your whole body on this one.
You're gonna work your whole body on this one because you can pull it, you strap it to you and just walk, you can do sprints, you could do bear crawls, you could do all kinds of stuff with the sled. It's the most underused piece of equipment I think there's. It's so simple, you know, you just load it up with weight and you drag it, you go, all right? It's gonna work the full body, all right? And another thing too, that a lot of people don't utilize like they should, weighted carries, all right? Weighted carries, probably one of my favorite things to do when it comes to GPP, all right? And these sled exercises and these weighted carry exercises, these are finishers, all right? You're gonna do, you know, your calisthenics, you know, you're gonna do your push-ups, your pull-ups in sets. You're gonna do your T-handle swings. You're gonna do your sandbag exercises in sets, all that stuff in sets. And now when it comes to using the sled, using the farmer's carries, it's gonna wear you out. It's gonna be the end of your workout, all right? This is gonna be your finishers, all right? I would say to go everything by trips, all right? So you can measure it by paces, or you can measure it from mailbox to mailbox. You can measure it from one end of your yard to the other end of your yard. You can measure it, you know, from one fence pole to the other fence pole. Find a distance that's challenging, all right? And either increase the distance or increase the speed or increase the weight. But always consistently try to progressively increase something, whether it be distance, whether it be speed, whether it be weight, all right? All right, guys, time for combination of the week. Let's kick this off, all right? We got a pretty lengthy combination for you guys. Not really lengthy, but it's a lot of 1-2s and it's a lot of just straights. Very basic, very straightforward for some of you quicker-handed fighters out there. So let's get it started, all right? First thing we're gonna start off with is our double jab, all right? So it's just gonna be and another thing, when you're double jabbing and everything, make sure you bring your glove back, the elbows in, come in. You know, some people when they double jab, they kind of leave it out there, or they'll bring their hand low. Try to bring it up, all right? I gotta catch myself too, all right? So, and that's another thing that brings me to another point. If you see me doing something wrong, or any of us doing anything wrong, comment below, man. Let us know. You know what I mean? All this, all the criticisms, how do you say it? Constructive criticism will be very appreciated, all right? So, again, that double jab again. Alright, that's the first part. Alright, again, like I like to do with all my combinations, throw some defense in there, alright? So we got the double jab, now we got the duck, alright? You're gonna roll over with that left hand, I'm gonna duck you. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Double jab, duck, alright? Offense, defense, back into offense now. All right, now, again, very basic, just another 1-2 to follow up that defense, all right? Go. All right, get a different angle for you guys, somewhere here. Alright, now, final part, alright, is going to be a pull. Alright, what I mean by pull, it's another defensive movement, alright? We went offense, defense, now defense again. Alright, so that pull, this is what it's going to look like. Alright, we'll just do the combination. You see how I pull my body back, alright? If you're a lengthier fighter, it works better. If you're shorter, not gonna work out too good for you. So keep in mind, all right? If you're fighting someone your height or shorter, it's a good defensive movement. Just watch your body. If you're a shorter guy, as long as your foot placement is in good enough range, it'll work for you, okay? So to go off that pull, we're gonna shoot in with another straight, all right? That too, all right? So here's the complete combination right here, all right? Double jab, duck, 1-2, pull, another 2, all right? That's the combination of the week.
Hello everybody, I'm going to show y'all some conditioning drills on the heavy bag with the Wrecking Ball Everlast. Alright, so the first one will be uppercuts. We're going to be doing small punches, but like, you're going to be doing it like this. It's all about speed and conditioning your arms. So like, and you do that for 3-minute round, your arms are going to start getting tired. Start feeling, you're gonna start feeling a burn on your biceps, your shoulders, your arms are gonna start getting heavy. And what it's doing, like even if you want to, every time you do the uppercut, bring it back to your face. And what it does is it's muscle memory. So like you remember to bring it back to the face whenever you throw a punch. All right, so that's one of them. The next one will be doing straight punches, but also it'll be fast ones. So and you'll do that for 3 minutes too. And that one will condition you from throwing straight punches. And whenever you're tired and you're going against someone and you're in the ring, your arms are always gonna get heavy. Like this is not to practice on technique, but to practice on your conditioning on your arms. It's just like, imagine doing this, but with little weights. It gets heavy, man. It gets heavy. Like your shoulders start killing you, but instead of doing anything like that, it's conditioning for punching. So you're getting the memory for punching. So you bring it back. All right, so that's 2. All right, everybody. And this will be your third drill. And this one will help with your defense and offense. It's gonna be an uppercut under the bag, uppercut under the bag. And I'll show you a demonstration on how it looks. Just like that. And that'll work really good with this bag. This wrecking ball is perfect for that. Anything like this shape of bag will work good with uppercuts.